like all living creatures. We're here for a life to be something beautiful for so long, and then we are returned to the earth. The mountains, the trees, the stars, the moon, the sun, they are our elders. They have been here a long time.
People were saying he was dead. Seven shots in his body.
Convenience stores are everywhere, it seems. Nearly one on every corner.
We need convenience stores. They give us the freedom to shop for life's little necessities at any hour.
For people who work late, or for when you're just run out of something, convenience stores are the ultimate, well, convenience.
And because the stores are often open 24 hours a day, you hear a lot about convenience store safety.
The fact of the matter is, most convenience stores have never been robbed. If we look at the entire United States, 70% of all convenience stores have never had a robbery or incident of any kind.
But because convenience stores are open round the clock, store owners have taken many precautions to make their businesses safe for their employees, for their customers, and for themselves.
My friend Michael and Steven and I were going to Allsup's to get some burritos. We were all partying that night. We walked in and we didn't see anybody at first, and then Mitch, the counter guy, jumped out from one of the aisles and screaming that he was bleeding, and we were all pretty buzzed at that point, so we thought he was playing a joke or something, and then placed my hand on his chest and saw that there was blood, and had the phone dialed on 911 already, so we just pressed send, and I guess the cops had already been notified because they were there in 45 seconds, and basically we just kind of like laid Mitch down and helped him out and made sure that he was doing okay until the ambulance got there. I actually heard word that he was dead at first, and that kind of freaked me out, knowing that I was there and wondering if I could have done anything more. So it's good to see Mitch alive and doing good and breathing and walking.
I'm sitting there and I genuinely feel the option of dying or living. And it wasn't really a voice, it was more, I was waiting for my life to pass before my eyes, but my life didn't pass before my eyes. It was more of a question came before my eyes, and the question was, what's worth living for? It was my true love in my body that was passing before my eyes, and I knew that was why I needed to stay alive, because if I died, that true love would leave the world with me. It would follow me wherever I would be going, wherever that might be, but it wouldn't be here anymore. And I started seeing friends in my mind after that, just a run of friends. And my daughter, I saw her in my mind, and that was all in the moment when I was opening my eyes, deciding to be alive. I was laying on the ground, I pushed the panic button, and I knew they were gonna come. I knew somebody would come. I dropped the phone, and I turned my head, I'm laying on the ground, I turned my head down and I look on the ground, and here's this absolutely pristine bullet. It was this perfectly bloody bullet laying there. And that made me close my eyes, and I closed my eyes, and all of a sudden, I'm going down this tunnel. It's like if you held a sparkler in front of your face, it's real bright in the center and then real sparkly around the edges. I closed my eyes and I didn't hurt. I didn't hurt when I closed my eyes. I couldn't really feel the pain. And I'm zipping down this tunnel, and it's spinning around and around. And I'm thinking, angels, you know, save me, save me. Little white hands, one at a time, reached into my view, into the tunnel. Each one opened their hand, and it was I'm certain it was an angel's hand. And she says, I got the bullet, I got this one. And then another hand reaches in from the other side and opens her hand, and she says, I got this one. And then another one comes jutting up like this into my tunnel and opens up, I got this one. And then the last one reaches in, and it was like the grand angel of all of those, and she said, I caught the one over your heart, and she was so happy. And it was the most beautiful white you ever saw. It was like if you spray painted your hand with glossy paint, that still wasn't, glossy white paint, that still wasn't as white and as beautiful as these hands were. I'm figuring I'm dying because I'm doing the whole tunnel scene. So I open my eyes. I run into the bathroom and lock the door and trying to be safe, and it turns out that I didn't feel safe at all. I was in there about 5 seconds. So I open the door again, and I come running out. Well, I run behind the counter right after that, and I fell down, and I started down the tunnel again. And this time, when I'm going down the tunnel, I can sense like a fork in the road. I can either decide to stay alive or I can die. I had the choice. I could have died. So I thought, well, how do I stay alive? And this voice came to me and said, just open your eyes. That's all it's going to take. Just keep your eyes open. The angels are real, my friends. The angels are so real.